This is just the final remaining seconds here. 3 seconds left. And Burrow. Deep heave. It is incomplete. Game over. 38-41 in what will be a historic matchup as the Bisons go all out in week 2 of the MNFL. Both teams going neutral in that walk-off touchdown by Rashee Rice. Man, he was a weapon in this matchup. You want to talk about a guy that could get the job done? Well, today he certainly did. Sam Hubbard trying his very hardest to knock down Mahomes. It just did not work out. And what a oh my goodness. Patrick Mahomes finishes the game with 5 touchdowns, 400 and almost 60 yards, and 69.4 completion percentage as Joe Burrow has 2 touchdowns, 347 yards, and 69% completion, or a 69. You get the point, ladies and gentlemen. You get the point. These two quarterbacks fought so valiantly. And in the final seconds, final 19, everybody thought this game was done, including me. And then Rashee Rice happened. Patrick Mahomes to Rashee Rice is going to forever be a memorable moment in this game. Absolutely incredible work by both teams. As we go through, I will give the injuries out right now. Just look at this, though. I mean, Andre Losavis, I want to say his name is, had 1 completion, 1 attempt, and 73 yards. Better completion rate than both these quarterbacks. I think, honestly, they should get him out of there. Joe Burrow should, just get out, man. Of course, I'm just kidding. But Isaiah Pacheco definitely put up a show on the ground today. 17 attempts, 66 yards, 3.8 average on the ground, 2 broken tackles, 17 yards after catch. And that was the game for him. His longest run was a 14-yarder, and Chase Brown stepping up to the plate was an incredible rusher today, but the stat sheet certainly doesn't make it seem like that. Had 120-plus yarder, 22 yards, his longest today, as Joe Burrow had 2 attempts on the ground, 16, 8 average, had 1 fumble, and that was at the start of the game, and it certainly wouldn't have been so competitive if they didn't have it. As Patrick Mahomes, or that they didn't if they didn't have it their way. Certainly incredible. Patrick Mahomes finishes out the game with a run for 7 yards, and that's all he did today on the ground. So Jamar Chase, Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce, Rashee Rice, Jermaine Burton, all guys who were included in this historic matchup and certainly made it count. An absolutely incredible game, too, by Rashee Rice. 163 yards, receiving 27.1 on average, 4 touchdowns, and 94 receiving after the catch. 15.6 on average, 3 drops, but he made up for it with a 70-yard walk-off. Certainly insane. Chase Brown, man, was he memorable through the air. He's received 3 catches, 84 yards, 28 yards on average, a touchdown, 86 run after catch, 28.6 average run after catch yards, 2 drops, and a 73-yard flea flicker in this game. So, I mean, when you talk about these big name guys making their debut, T. Higgins is going to be placed on IR after 2 receptions, 13 yards. They certainly needed him in those final minutes, but just couldn't show up. Sad sight. Mike Gesicki actually leads all the blocking with 3 pancakes. Juwan Taylor with 2. Alex Kappa with 2 pancakes, letting up 1 sack. Trent Brown, 1 pancake. Joe Tooney with 1 sack, let up, and a pancake. Creed Humphrey with a pancake. Trey Smith with a pancake. Hopkins actually had a pancake. Andre Lasavis, however you say that name, and DJ Humphreys let up 3 sacks. But of course, he was guarding Sam Hubbard, so that makes sense. Defensively, we're just going to go right through these guys. Looking for injuries of any sort. And no, I'm not seeing any. So, kicking-wise, field goals made. Butker had 2, missed 1, which brings his field goal percentage at a 66. 43 was his longest kick of the day. That was made, of course. But Evan McPherson also missed 1. He only had 2, so that makes his field goal percentage look way worse with a 50. 30 yards, his longest field goal. Made 5 extra points. Of course, everybody else did as well. Don't know why Justin Reed is even in this right here. Oh. That's really weird. Yeah, I don't see any stats for him. Oh, kickoffs, he had 8. That doesn't really make any sense for a strong safety to have. And, of course, he kicked a touchback, which is very interesting. I would never known that. Kick returns, no one injured there. And after all of that, my goodness, am I sad to end this video, because, I mean, good Lord. 10 points for Columbus, a scoreless second, with OKC scoring 10 that time after their first initial 7. Third quarter, we end up tied at 31 apiece. And then OKC winning with just a field goal and a walk-off by Rashee Rice. But that is all for this game. Of course, this is only the part 2 where I show all the stats. But seriously, man, what a game that these two teams had. Loved every second of it today for the Bisons and the Columbus Bulls, as they both either fall or increase to a neutral 1-1. I'm Cab, signing off of what was an amazing game. Thanks, everybody, and goodbye.